shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them. Hey, 70!
To throw again on second down. Stafford going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10.
59! 53! Ready!
Now it's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. He's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
2nd and 4. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stafford. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Stafford. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another first down. For the Rams, it's 6-2 to start play. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
32.
Throwing again is Stafford. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To the air again, Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage here back at the 41. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling it now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first scrimmage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's Colby Wadman now. Fielded at about the 28. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0.
Niners 14, Rams nothing.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Open man is Taylor. He's got him. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Stafford on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Tanner Muse charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Now Stafford on third and goal. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. You think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Matthew Stafford scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A gain of 14. First down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last Last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Like 7. Monday.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Complete to Deebo Samuel. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Rams' 47-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 3. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
Room here to run. 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They make their 2nd half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. The next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Nick Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. They're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Alert!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again.
Stafford's pass complete to number 87. It's a pickup of 6. It brings up
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
They snap it to Stafford.
He's going up top for Taylor.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They'll set up to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
At the Rams 4-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. from 4 yards out. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. The shotgun snap for Stafford. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
10 yards to go.
The Rams on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, 50. Hey.
Throwing is Stafford. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
50.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
They go play action here on first down. And this is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Second down pass. Complete to number 1. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
This is taken at the 15. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
32 by 54.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And some room to work.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
0. 10.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Niners have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford completes to Taylor on the slant. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Omaha, middle. Stay 50. 22! Hurry! Drill right, 22! Hey, 70! 53, ready! Omaha, blue!
Stafford on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us 1 step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
32, 0.
On 4th down, Stafford. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Myers' kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Stafford. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is down to 24. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, this was a very close